My star... Wait,
Hello,
oh
fellow
shit.
shades. We're your shadowing Connor Clover, and we're here with another episode of The Death of Sonic. And we're here with
My
another poem of
star's
his.
stomach babbled. Though I ignore the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I receive are scrambled. When I asked for my eggs, Sonny. Oh, wow, we don't really serve eggs on the train, though. My talent is wasted on you lot.
Hey, did you know you shouldn't rub your eyes when you have spicy stuff on your fingers?
Yeah?
I made that mistake with Takis.
Don't tell me. Oh, God. Well, I'm not gonna feel sympathetic for you. No, I'm just gonna let you suffer.
What do you mean you're not gonna be sympathetic?
No, you still gotta read your line.
Okay, anyway. So you two don't believe us, eh? You think we're lying? Keep it moving. It's not that we don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Harold and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car?
Vector, I'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles, and we're prepared to present evidence if need...
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. You told me you could figure that out already. What? It's pretty easy to guess. I'm literally bored and I tried to stack boots. And there was no to avail of my boredom.
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remember the arcade machine's saloon card, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered about Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but you were actually reading the entire time. Wait, what?
Were you?
Were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? That's the question. Of course he was. What do you expect from this introvert? It's not like he's gonna do much. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop until it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What book was it? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. I'm sure you found some entertaining stuff around the corner. What if it was embarrassing?
What if it was embarrassing? Wow.
What if you found some dirty maps? Come on, man.
Alright. What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. It's the fanfic in the corner. Here, could you help me out here?
Alright, Harold. What book do we think SBO might have been reading? The Mirage Express Manual.
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? It's not like the book was placed in the wrong place.
Uh-oh.
What?
I'm just not good at these. What is happening? Uh-oh.
Oh my god. You're both grasping! I knew it! Come on, man! We got this, Harold!
Yeah, I
Let's
know,
try
I
again.
know. I'm dumb. Stop it, Tails, I know. Alright, simple enough.
Okay. There's a book scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelf were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone who, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. Meaning, someone picked it up!
You know, for a ninja, you're not really good at sneaking.
The lack of attention to detail isn't normally like espio. So clearly he was under some
Exactly.
stress. I bet it was Rouge. Hey, now! I won't let you insult my pal like this!
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, espio.
A butcher and a poet. A butcher and a poet. Friendship that can come from anywhere.
What?
That is indeed the book I was reading.
I'm
What?
very
What's up?
confused that he's like, man, a butcher and a poet can be friends. It's like, does he not understand that they're just acting like they're these characters? They're actually friends. Like, why is he acting as if they're never gonna be friends?
Actually, that
I don't understand. Like, I get it's role playing, but at the same
neither.
time, you know, they are
It's
still
role
people.
play, but still. Well, no, they're not. They're animals.
Well, eat me.
Alright. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Harold, if you don't mind. Could you ask espio some
hello?
questions about the manual? Just flip to the page and ask away.
I see. Quiz espio about the manual. Prove he read it. Page should I quiz him on? Probably 362. Okay, what efficient, extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During the events, it can perform a variety of tasks, and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying that the train can clean itself. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Fair enough. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosions being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety.
Seems like espio acted,
That's on you.
aced that question. Harold, hit him with another one.
Okay. What page? 231.
Choose an early page.
Never. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged in a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65.
He's sweating.
Gee, the person that made this rule must have been over 65.
One last one, Harold. Let's see if espio can get 3 for 3.
Gotcha. What page should I pick last? I
I
was
say
hoping we'd
16.
say, error 402. Error 402, I don't know. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and general ease of chain obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor and ensures smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has autopilot. Can't access the full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test?
Nah.
Yeah. Totally. You're able to retain all the information so quickly. A poet's brain is often surprising. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guessed. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that? Come on, man. Don't want to be the supporting Don't want to be supporting folks who read.
Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? Yes. You have to admit, though, reading the entire time of a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That is very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. That there was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can.
Espio, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading. What about Rouge? She was in here not too long ago, am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. The problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. And we have evidence to back it up. Huh?
Harold? Oh, that was you.
What?
You always put me on the
Harold!
spot. Okay, Harold, think.
Piece of evidence.
Got a piece of evidence linking
That
somehow to confirm that someone saw us.
Oh. Rouge? Ring? Shadow's lock? I think it's Shadow's lock.
Right. Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what does this have to do with anything?
You're up, Harold! Let's get our argument together!
He is just like Bianca. He constantly throws it on me to describe the evidence.
Of course.
Is he not? Like, being the main detective, he's just throwing everything on me? Hey.
Well, you were the one who was about
I love
to
my
say he
Game
was in
Gear.
the all clear, but then he said to look into it.
Ah, no! Whoa! Just made it.
You are lucky. You were almost about to be
I know.
short. Shadow walked through the library car. We all know these are cars, right? I'm just gonna say what the room is called.
Right.
To
The
make
library,
it smoother.
right.
Shadow walked through the
Got through
library
the
to get
library.
to the saloon, where he set the original high score to the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up being it. It wasn't the highest score, I guess.
It wasn't the high score for long.
Crocs are natural gamers.
Sure.
espio said he saw Shadow enter the library, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. How is that so possible? He only mentions that Vector came back, which means that Shadow has disappeared for some reason. Then Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon. Espio was fully separated reading his book, or seated reading his book, for a good while at this point.
Oh shit.
We know Shadow had to walk through the library when he left the saloon.
Mm-hmm.
So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. Honestly, if I saw Espio, I probably would just be like, oh god, the drama kid, I'm getting out of here. I'm just not dealing with his ass.
Right. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book and I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up? And you didn't even see the shadow behind you when the sun was in front of you?
Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Finding an argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon to lock all the doors, then at the moment you were were you really in the library?
Were
at
you?
all?
But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. I mean, he's a ninja, so he kind of gets away with that more than the others, so.
It's a mystery, my dear Harold. One that I would love to solve. I would love for Espio to solve. How exactly can you miss Shadow when he walks right by you?
You gotta believe me. The cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that. You think you remember doing that? I must avenge my friend's death, so I have to ask you again, Espio. What happened to Shadow? If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Buzz always definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he somehow vanish and not notice Shadow's return into the library car? What should I do?
I kind of wanted to defend Espio. Because I could see Espio's point of view. Like, if anyone likes the book, it's easy to get immersed.
Else. We have a piece of evidence that can help answer all of our problems. What? We do?
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. How in the hell is this Espio not suspect here? What piece of evidence shows that Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? I'm sorry, what? Oh, the library map! Use this one. It's gotta be this one. It's the only one that makes sense.
Kind of. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order.
Yep, I knew it.
Uh-oh.
It's the only one that made sense.
No! That works. I was right.
The library map? Oh, I see. You're saying that they couldn't see each other.
They were right across from one another. It's a straight path. If Shadow walked the straight path down, if Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen another.
Looks like
I have to point out exactly what I mean.
Where exactly on the map you mean? Do you know where? Because I know. I think I know where.
Right here, right?
No, I think it's the chair in the bottom corner.
Really? But this is like a wall blocking it off.
Is it a wall? Because
Alright.
like...
It's the only thing that's this
Maybe,
color
but
at all.
that is a wall. That's a really bad placement. I mean, I guess it is the one that makes the most sense. But if it doesn't work out, do my idea. Where can Espio not have seen Shadow? And not see
Where do you think, though?
the bottom corner, bottom left corner, the chair there.
Well, wouldn't you see him right here then? If you want to
No,
straight
'cause
path,
he's facing
but if
the
you want to
table.
straight path here, you would have been blocked by this.
No, if he's facing the table,
yeah, but
then the bookshelf would be in the way. And if he's really immersed, he wouldn't hear it.
Well, he's right next to the door there too,
Yeah.
and he's also like
But
you're able to see
hearing
them
is
coming
easy,
from
but
this
hearing is an
direction.
easy thing to nullify.
Well, yeah, and there's also like the slight side vision. It just doesn't feel right. Like if you're looking this way, you can still easily see this way. You can still easily hear the door right next to it. And
Okay.
this is the only one that's like blocked from every vision path. Like if you were to walk straight like the character said, and also like sit here, then there's something blocking him here. He's far enough from the door and whatnot. Interesting. That's why I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon, Espio was in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio could have seen one another from this spot. Wait, doesn't that sound like your character should have said that? Because of the bookcase in the way. Well, no, it did say tails, but that sounded like something your character should have said.
I don't know.
It's weird.
There's no way that Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa.
It makes a lot of sense. Why, you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. Even though you're actually a psychic, so, you
Just
know.
no way. Right.
There's just no way you would have seen him.
Well, do you think Shadow is actually having any thoughts, or is it just grumbles in his head?
Just grumbles. Because he would purposely do grumbles so he could be like, oh yeah, Espio, listen to this. And then just be like, like just to spite him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your armor isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points to continue on to. Thank you both for answering all of our questions.
We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about. I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Roge, and especially Shadow, at this point in time.
Huh. Seems like the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give 'em hacking. And if you ever need any more meat chopped up, say the word.
Say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock, tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities, and we're really doing it.
I gotta admit, I like how earlier when Vector said alligators are natural gamers, and then thinking of what my picture is of the alligator.
Right.
From
It is. Is it your profile picture of Vector? No, it's not. It's not.
No, it's a robot alligator from that Super Baseball game.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it just like popped in my head.
It's
an
people hit a
alligator
ball
with
around a
headphones.
room to try to kill each other. It's like
Okay.
baseball, but you try to kill one another.
Alright. I hope you read that line. Come
No.
in. Unfortunate.
You sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? Could you actually go look at them right now?
Yeah. Mystery calls.
Okay, the investigation continues. God, I'm gonna be so glad to be using my girl voices again, because this is trying to diversify. Oh my god!
I love the mustache. Walter White over here. Alright, pause real quick.
Oh, I like this music. Pause? Okay.
Same.
And we're back. What am I doing?
Yeah, this is all you, man.
Yeah, that's right. Rouge! Rouge, there you are! We have lots to ask you. We're visiting every train car so far, and everyone said they've seen you wandering about. Can you explain your reasoning for this? It's high time you told us why. Did you drop a contact or something?
My, talk about a warm welcome. Quick to the point, aren't you, darling? And I see you've brought the microwave master with you as well.
Please don't let that be my legacy. All my kids have known and I've left to them is the legacy of the microwave manager. Tails is right. Folks have brought you up a lot. Care to explain?
Well, listen, I'm a popular gal around here, you know? Tell 'em, Rouge. Tell 'em, Rouge. We're gonna need the help. We're gonna need the help. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright.
Anyway. On you.
Blaze?
Alright! I've been hunting for a treasure rumored to be stored here on the train. After all, it's treasure. It doesn't mean it belongs to anyone.
Treasure. They certainly didn't tell me about that in the interview.
Since I'm part business tycoon, part purveyor of fine collectibles, I knew I had to find it. Tell them what it is, Rouge. Alright, well... It's a giant Fabergé chow egg. After all, it's not that common. If they were common Fabergé.
Wow, that does sound extravagant. But please don't tell me you accept Amy's birthday invite only to find that egg.
Oh, darling, you know me too well. A woman can have multiple goals. I gave Amy her birthday present already, so everything's well taken care of. She roped me in on the hunt immediately. She stayed here while she searched. I stayed here while she searched the train cars for clues. I deducted that the Fabergé chow egg is here, in this train car, locked in a safe.
Wait, so the treasure's real? It's actually here?
And what did you manage to find, Rouge?
Well, darling, I clearly found the code. Oh, well, why don't you both take a look? It's the code to the safe. Or should I say, the riddle to the safe? No, it's just a code. I found the train's blueprints in the library. And with the safe codes written right on it. The score of a lifetime.
Then the train's blueprints, please, Rouge. Let's see that.
Finders keepers, sweetheart. You know how it works. There's a problem. We need our assistance. We need your assistance.
What kind of problem? And what do you expect us to exactly help with? This crime of yours?
The elevator behind the security guard. The security guard leads us right to the room holding the Fabergé chow egg. But unfortunately, we can't exactly persuade the security guard.
You're right. Why is there a second story to a train? I feel like that's unnecessary.
Hold on.
The chow is the
It's
security
an
guard.
elevator. Well, yeah. Just it's under its ass.
Well, you do remember that the previous car had it upstairs when the saloon didn't, right?
I know. But also, why? Why did that have I brought it up then too. Why does that have an upstairs?
I don't know, but we gotta call it there.
Alright.
If you enjoyed the video, do that stuff on the screen. If you have any questions, send in the comments below or to our Discord server. There's a link to that in the description or in the about section. On the left is the recommendation from YouTube, and on the right is the playlist of Death of Sonic. Still in question if he's actually dead. Could you imagine by the end of this, he's not actually dead? Like, he just gets up, like, man, that was a good game, guys. It's just like, wait, you weren't really dead? Why did you sound like pains and agony? It's just like, oh, come on, man. You know I had to roleplay for my girl. Like, oh, okay.
Is it Amy 12?
Huh?
I just remember, like, something about, like, the series. I remember seeing a meme that, like, Sonic's 16 while Amy's 12.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, we'll see you next time.
I was just thinking about, she's really young.